Hi, welcome to my studio. Today I'm going to show you a really exciting tool called a circle cutter. I know you can cut circles with just a normal cutter, but these circle cutters make it really smooth and accurate, and it's quite exciting to use as well, so I'm hoping you'll enjoy it too. Let's have a look at the tools that we've got to use. There's not many for this. I'll go through the health and safety. We've got the dustpan and brush. We always need plasters or band-aids in case we cut ourselves, and always the glasses, the safety goggles. When you're cutting circles, it's particularly important to have something a little bit padded, so you can either use a newspaper or a piece of spare lino or linoleum. Your regular glass cutter, which one ever you use, and some cut running pliers and grozer breakers in case you need them, but you might not. And of course, last but not least, the lovely glass cutter itself. Let's have a look at the circle cutter close up. You've got inches on the side and centimetres along the top, and that determines the diameter. It does from 3 inches to 24-inch diameter, and it slides along easily like that. I'm going to do 6 inches here, and you just screw it up and then you're ready to go. This particular model has got 6 little cutter wheels on the end, and that's the right position for it right there, and it just goes around like a normal cutter. If you've done an awful lot of circles and you've blunted it, you just unscrew that and turn it round. Now we're going to make the circle score line, so you have to check the position of the cutter all the way round, making sure that you've got about ½ an inch excess glass to prevent breakage on the edges. When you've done that, there's a suction pad underneath, so you just click that top bit down and you can actually lift the glass, which is quite a nice trick to show people. Now I'm going to put a little tiny bit of oil on because I prefer that, and it makes the wheel go nicely. And then when I make the score line, you'll hear that there's a little click at the end, and that you don't go over that, you stop there, so be careful when you get all the way round. There's the click, did you hear that? And then once you've done that, you just pull up the suction pad and take it off. Sometimes I have trouble and it sticks on, but luckily not for this video. Now we've got to open the score line, and to do this you have to turn it over and press from the other side. I'm going to use 2 different ways of pressing to show you, one with my thumbs and one with the padded end of the plier handles. You can see there you've got to open it up all the way along, so you have to press quite hard. The handles are good for people that might have a struggle with their thumbs, but you can see the glinting there as it's opening up. Make sure you do this all the way round so that the score line's ready to be the circle's ready to be released. Right, this is where it starts to get really interesting. You've got to make a few little cuts from the score line to the edge of the glass to release the circle. I'm going to use the cut runners to just put pressure on either side of those score lines and cause the outside to break off. Yeah, that opens it up a little bit more. Hold it close to the bench because things can fall off. Like that. You know you're in for a good circle if it starts falling off at this point. Just work your way around and hold it underneath safely with your hands, and then, very pleasing, the last cut, and it all falls apart. And look at that, a most marvellous, very, very clean circle that you don't have to groze and you don't have to grind. You can use straight away. Lovely. So you can see that the circle cutters actually give you a really perfect circle. So if the design that you're looking for actually needs a really accurate circle, then perhaps you need a circle cutter. And I hope you've enjoyed learning how to do it and that you're dying to have a go yourself. See you again.